All right, guys, today we're working on a 2013 Audi Q5. Customer's complaint was could not get it out of park. It starts up fine, but it will not get out of park. That's really all the information I have on it. So let's get to it and see if we can find the problem. All right, let's do it. These are the only codes that I have on the transmission. All right, and I have that code as well. All right, guys, these are the codes we're working with today. P093000, that's a whole hell of a lot of numbers. And we got a P189000. Signal wire from Tiptronic, electrical error. And we got the one on top is the gear shift lock solenoid circuit low. That's what we're working with today. Coming on the dash. All right, the customer's been in the fuse box apparently. But I checked the fuses myself. The fuse is good. It's a 5 amp fuse in number 10 location. So now what I'm doing, it's going to be a shift lock, hopefully a shift lock problem, because when you step on the brake, there's a little mechanism, a little solenoid in here that unlocks it so it can go into gear. And I'm not hearing the click. So what I'm trying to do now, carefully pull out this thing. All right, so I took two screws out of there, and let me see if I can get, oh, it comes right out of there. All right, what? Now with this off, I'm just gonna lay it to the side. With this off, this is my shift lock right here. So all I really have to do is find out if I have my voltage coming in there. That'll give me good direction anyway. Pull this to the side. And I can pop one of these off. I just pop this connector off of there, off the shift lock. All right, I have four wires. Get on the program, on the diagram, and let's see, what wires do what. All right, here we go. That's the shift lock solenoid we're looking at. We just unplugged. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Number, that wire right there splits off to the fuse. So that black and brown wire right there should have 12 volts, and it goes to the fuse right there. Okay, shift lock solenoid, the black and the brown wire, there it is. So we should have voltage on that the black and brown wire. Let's check. Keys in the on position. All right, the brown and black wire, which is right there on the top corner. So top right corner. My light is just blinking like a computer signal blink. There's no voltage on that line at all. I'll step on the brake too. Stepping on the brake, off and on. There's no voltage coming out of that at all. Let's go back up to the brown and black wire. Off the brake, on the brake. So the brake switch is good. Just want to give it power for a second. No, there it is right there. So I'm losing power. My switch is good. Yeah, my switch is good. All right, what I ended up doing on this one, I took off the panel down here. So if you take off that panel, you got a bolt right here. Wait, you got a bolt right there. You got a bolt right over here. And you got 2 bolts on the bottom of the panel. Pop this off a little bit. It just snaps off. See the clip? In case you got to do that. There's 3 wires on the brake switch. I don't think I'm understanding this Audi very well, but those 3 wires right there, the one on the far left, it looks like a pink with a red stripe wire, has 12 volts all the time. The one in the middle is going to be the signal wire, so when you step on the brake, you should have your battery voltage coming out of that. And this one on the far right, the tan brown one, is going to be a ground wire. All right, so I have my voltage coming out of the brake switch. My brake lights do work. Well, that's where I'm at right now. All right, I'm just going through the steps, what I've checked. Okay, now I can, you see I got like one volt coming out of that. My foot is not on the brake. Okay, now I can supply voltage now to this pin right here, and it won't activate the,
So what is this for?
it will not activate
I don't understand
the solenoid.
And I also don't
You see?
understand why
You have to step on the brake
you're going to go to C
in order to activate it and supplying 12 volts at the same time. All right, so my solenoid is good. My brake pedal obviously is doing something because I only can activate this when I step on the brake pedal. With it off the brake, I cannot activate nothing. That solenoid will not activate. So that's where I am as far as diagnostic goes. I do not understand this Audi. I don't know why they have to make things difficult. I am in park. I'm not seeing anything like I'm in, you know, neutral when I'm in park, or drive when I'm in reverse. I'm not seeing anything like that. I got a good ground. I can activate it with 12 volts with my power probe. So there's nothing wrong with the solenoid itself. It's something that controls it. Controls the voltage. Is where I'm at. You know what? I don't do a lot of these Audis, and every time I do a German car, I have to do a lot of studying, which I don't mind doing a lot, you know, some studying, but it gets obsessive when it comes to these German cars, the Volvos, the Volkswagens, the BMWs, the Mercedes. I told myself I wasn't going to work on any more German cars, but I'm gonna look at this one a little bit further, see if I can get her going, because I know the dealership's gonna knock her head off. So I'm gonna see if I can get this thing fixed up for her. And it makes me feel better when I can find the problem. You know, so it feels like I did something. All right, guys, let's get to it. Let's do some studying. All right, guys, I can't fix it. I'm not 100%, so I am not gonna do anything on it. But I'm posting this video just for the simple fact that maybe it'll help somebody out in some kind of way. I guess I could put some schematics up for you. I guess I can do that for you. I think you got a couple schematics already. All right. There's the that fuse. It's powered on with the terminal 15 energized. So I'm believing terminal 15 is energized, but I'm not getting any power coming out of that. I'm not getting any power coming out of that. It's got to be my problem. But I have power on that fuse. I've checked every 5 amp fuse. I've checked all the fuses, and I definitely checked all the 5 amp fuses. I'm not getting any voltage to my lock solenoid when I step on the brake. All right, my thing is, if this terminal 15 is not energized, I would have lots of codes. I would believe I would have lots of codes, because it would affect a lot of different circuits. Okay, that's where I'm going. So if I unplug this lock shift solenoid, should I have 12 volts coming from that Should I have 12 volts coming from that? If I unplug it, should I have 12 volts coming from that is my question. Since it is coming to a fuse when 15 is energized. So if that's the case, I'm not getting any voltage out of that. I always come back up to here. I'm not getting any voltage out of that 5. I'm going to look at it further because I don't know. I might even just look at the fuse box again and see if I can find a. So the black and brown. Fuse, terminal 15 energized into the shift lock, out of the shift lock to the transmission control module. So my power and my ground. Man, I'm just talking this out because I'm just baffled. All right, I'm on data stream. Terminal 15 is on there. Terminal 15. We see guys all the time come in like, well, I'm just going to do this. Terminal 15 status. They don't stay sober long, and so we try to teach them. All right. A lifestyle that's centered around Terminal 15 data 26. Terminal 15 is on. That's important. I just turned the key off. I just turned it back on. So I'm good there. And a lifestyle that teaches a man how to be sober and take care of his family and take care of his responsibilities. Like, Terminal 15. Voltage is 12.4 volts. We're impacting families and we're teaching men how to go back in society. All right. Well, that checked out. Because that's important. They can stay. All right, guys. This is my understanding of the Volvo system now. Just got to study a little bit. Okay, now right here is terminal 15. It's part of the vehicle electrical system control module. So the relay is there, I believe. I haven't seen it, but it says it's with the vehicle electrical control system module. That's its own module. Okay, so when you turn the key in the on position, it's my understanding, this is how this works. All right, when you turn the key in the on position, this this relay energizes and then continues the voltage down this line. And what it does, it powers up the fuse box. All these separate fuses right here should be powered up. Okay, so if you look down a little further to the right, you'll see the spliced wire right there, and that's fuse 10. So I should have voltage on that, and coming out of that fuse 10, that's a 5 amp fuse, should supply voltage to the shift lock solenoid. Now understand that if the ignition on or you're trying to start that vehicle, I should have voltage here on this 10 coming out, whether the shift lock is plugged in or not. All right, I should have voltage coming out of that line. All right, the ground would be on the other end of the shift lock solenoid going to the transmission or, whatever completes the circuit. I believe it's a transmission control module. I'm not certain of that, though. They do have a shift module as well in there. I don't know how that exactly works or where it gets its ground, but nevertheless, it gets a ground somewhere. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the fuse panel C in the lower left side of dash, and I'm going to have to find that brown and black wire coming out of that fuse so I can finish my testing and figure out, do I need to go this way? Or do I need to go this way? Or do I need to go within the fuse box itself? That's where I'm at. So let me find that missing voltage from that brown wire, and I should be able to fix this problem. I'm just overthinking this job is what's going on. Let's do it. All over again with a diagnostic on this Audi. It's been driving me crazy. So right now I got the key in the on position. I remove this fuse panel C. and I'm looking for the brown and black wire, and it looks like there's a brown and black wire. There's a brown and black wire right there. Right there. That may be the one. I don't know. Let me keep looking. See if I see anything else. I'm gonna do that. There's a black and a brown right there. A little skinny one. That's about what I'm looking for. I don't see any other ones. I don't see any other ones. So it has to be that one. Alright, so let me check. I'll check voltage on that wire. Actually, I'm going to pull this whole damn cap off of there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm pulling the cap off. Alright, I took the top off of it. So now, let's look at our... and we also can find fuse location this way as well. So, at least I got the back view of it. Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, it's going to be on the top. So... let's see if we can find this wire. Let me just pick it up. It's right there. And it's right in there. Alright, it looks like it's the fourth wire coming down here. So that means it's the fourth fuse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and there is a fuse missing. Does that have a... I'm going to stick a fuse in there. Someone been playing around with me or something, or what? So let me put a fuse in there, and maybe the damn thing will work. Let me stick a fuse in there. Alright guys, and that was it. That was the problem. Someone pulled out a fuse on me. Please don't play with your fuses. Please don't play with your fuses. Alright guys, that was it, dude. That was it. Just had to track it down, and the only way I could track it down was to pull it off and find the wire from the back of the fuse box, because I didn't know. Audi really didn't give a really good description of the fuse panel and which one was the shift lock. That was it. Sorry guys, I just flipped out for no reason. I don't know what you're going to get out of this video, but one thing you're going to get out of this video is how important it is that the customers tell you everything, what they did before it shut down, and you know what it's doing. What did you do? It's important to get all that information. I remember when she dropped the car off, I really didn't get to talk to her a lot. She was in a hurry, and I had a lot of things going on too, so could have saved me a lot of time if she would have said, you know, I was in the fuse box because my cigarette lighter blew. And I was looking for a blown fuse and started pulling out fuses and didn't put one back, is what happened. So anyways, it's fixed up. It's a wrap. We're out of here.
Great players, and that's the way the sports works. It's not an individual sport, it's a team.
All right guys, so we finally got it fixed up after hours of research. It's kind of embarrassing, but I ended up finding it. Just traced down that missing power feed. I was actually thinking that things were in reverse, you know, which way the it was flowing, the voltage. I just got kind of freaked out, to be honest with you. So it was just a simple, basic missing voltage, and you just go back to, you know, where it's where it originates from, the fuse box. Okay, so anyways, we're back in the transmission control module. Let's read codes. I just cleared them, so there's no fault codes anymore. Start it up, push my foot on the brake. Starts up, foot off the brake, foot on the brake. I can shift it again. All right, guys, and that's it. Y'all have a good day. We're out. Peace. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like or subscribe. Hey, I just wanted to mention, I was like this close from failing this job for a fuse. This close, but shit, we wrapped it up. I'm out.